Hello everybody, and welcome to the first annual Lowe's Pummu Series Daytona 500, the most prestigious and second points paying event of the season. Our starting lineup includes, in row number 1, Denny Hamlin on the inside of Nass Chevy on the outside. In row 2, it's Ryan Blaney and Noah Gregson on his outside. In row 3, it's the Legacy Motor Club teammates of John Hernimanchek and Eric Jones. Behind them in row 4, it's Tyler Reddick and his Toyota teammate Martin Truex Jr. on his outside. 7-time champ Jimmie Johnson takes on the track of Michael McDowell next to him. Ooh, cars swirly behind them. Wow, almost spinning out behind them. Carson Hocevar and Christopher Bell behind them, with Ryan Preece and Bubba Wallace running out that final row. And then finally, in the final row on the inside lane, our 15th charter, Jace Fahey. The pace car pulls off. We are ready for 20 laps around this 2.5-mile track, and the car is jumping to start. That's the 3 of Jace Fahey. I believe that's a warning. Oh, cars wrecking everywhere. Huge crash. That's Ryan Preece spinning through the grass. Car all torn up. I don't know if that's the only car involved. We have no replay. But that's definitely one of 3 warnings for Jace Fahey in the number 3 Austin Dillon machine. But Ryan Preece out of the race before the race even begins. It will be lap 4. As we're getting our cars in position here. Lap 4, Denny Hamlin, Nass Chevy on his outside. Lap 4 of 20, caution is out. No laps completed. Green flag is out. Denny Hamlin leads us. He has a horrible start. Huge shove from Ryan Blaney keeps him in contention as Nass Chevy on his outside, side by side, battling for the race lead, entering turn number 1 for the first time. Ryan Blaney on the inside. Well, I know they're crashing behind. Eric Jones or Jimmie Johnson, Michael McDowell, and Martin Truex Jr., I believe, involved in this multi-car incident. Jimmie Johnson, Martin Truex Jr., 71. Oh, hard crash upside down is the 71 of Michael McDowell. Huge crash, 3 cars involved. We're going to get a replay after the race is finished. Hocevar moves up. I believe that was Eric Jones. Oh no, that was Jimmie Johnson involved. 3 cars out of the race. I don't know if that's a second warning for Jace Fahey. But I don't know. No laps completed, but because of caution laps, it's going to be lap 7 of 20. Halfway through the race, and we haven't even completed 1 lap. Denny Hamlin gets an insane lead, and in a great start, is going to pull out in front of the number 24 Nass Chevy machine, entering the turn number 1 and 2. Could we keep it clean throughout the turn, side by side? This is on board of Jace Fahey in the back, 3 wide throughout the pack. For some reason it says lap 2 of 20, but don't mind that. Denny Hamlin gets a shove from Nass Chevy. Ryan Blaney out of nowhere. He's going to be leading the inside lane, looking for the race lead from Nass Chevy and Denny Hamlin. Shuffling in the back. Denny Hamlin's going to lead this lap. Denny Hamlin leads us in front of Nass Chevy. Ryan Blaney on the inside. He's a strong hitter here at Daytona here today. John Hunter Nemechek out of nowhere coming here behind. Our Clash winner, Denny Hamlin, coming up to the top. Eric Jones pulls down to the inside. There's John Hunter Nemechek leading the inside lane. 3 wide for the race lead. almost 4 wide for the race lead off of 4. Denny Hamlin swallowing that outside lane. That's Chevy giving Ryan Blaney a push. Noah Gragson pushing Denny Hamlin at the top. 3 wide. Who's going to be leading this lap? It's Ryan Blaney. Nas Chevy pushing Ryan Blaney 3x3 tandem draft racing as they're 4 wide behind with Carson Hocevar, Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, and Martin Truex Jr. John Hunter Nemechek leading this lap. Not 4 wide anymore, but 3 wide. Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, John Hunter Nemechek, 3 wide for the race lead. Entering turn number 4, John Hunter Nemechek's going to get a nose in front of his teammate, Eric Jones. Here comes Denny Hamlin coming up the top, side by side to the line. It's going to be John Hunter Nemechek leading that lap. Lap 9 of 20, 11 laps to go. There's the 3 of Jace Fahey. The 3 of Jace Fahey making moves. Here he comes. 3 wide throughout the pack. John Hunter Nemechek leads us. Denny Hamlin on the outside lane. There is Jace Fahey in a perfect position. He makes contact with Christopher Bell. 4 wide throughout the pack. Here comes Denny Hamlin getting pushed by Noah Gragson to the race lead. Tyler Reddick out of nowhere looking to push him. 3 wide at the top, 4 wide with Jace Fahey, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney, and Tyler Reddick now. 4 wide throughout the pack. Contact made, they're spinning. Bubba Wallace, Nas Chevy, and Carson Hocevar spin in the tri-oval. Nas Chevy, Martin Truex Jr., huge flip. Upside down entering turn number 2, barrel rolling end over end, side over side, landing on his wheels in turn number 1 is Martin Truex Jr. Nas Chevy keeps it going, but that means that Bubba Wallace and I believe Martin Truex Jr. out of the race. Nas Chevy still in the race. Jace Fahey, I believe that was his 2nd of 3 warnings. Next warning disqualifies him from his finishing position, where he will finish dead last. Well, caution flag is out for a wreck off turn 4 with 4 cars involved, but Martin Truex Jr. was involved in a separate crash with Jace Fahey entering turn number 1 after the crash happened. Officials on the track now, making sure that everyone's alright. Nas Chevy from 2nd to last. He had a monster crash in the clash. And that's going to be in this series, the clash counted for points. So technically, I believe Denny Hamlin is our first in points. Oof. What just happened with Jace Fahey? Well, Denny Hamlin is the dominant car today alongside John Hunter Nemechek, which has led about half the laps. Jace Fahey, 3 wide already, but John Hunter Nemechek gets a bad start. Denny Hamlin looking out, poking out in front. Jace Fahey cutting the track side by side for 2nd place, entering turn number 2. Jace Fahey, the highest he has been on the scoreboard all day. He is currently P4, fighting for P3. Oh, John Hunter Nemechek hits the wall. He comes down, hits Jace Fahey, and John Hunter Nemechek looks like he clipped the wall and spins down the track. Oh, yeah, car's flipping. End over end, side over side. That's Jace Fahey coming off turn 4, hitting everyone in a huge flip. Jace Fahey not out of the race, though, because technically he crashed after the caution. But John Hunter Nemechek, after being dominant, is going to be out of the race. Well, pretty insane racing with 8 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Ryan Blaney, after starting halfway through the pack, ends up P2 and alongside dominant car of the day, pole sitter, and most laps led man of the 11 of Denny Hamlin. And what the heck is happening with the 3 of Jace Fahey? Carson Hocevar, after having that monster crash yesterday in the Clash, where he flipped barrel rolling down the back straightaway Ryan Preece style, is currently P5 as Denny Hamlin leads us down off the tri-oval. Eric Jones looking for the race lead from the inside. Ryan Blaney leads the outside. There's Tyler Reddick on the inside looking for the lead from his Toyota teammate and team owner Denny Hamlin. 3 wide for the race lead. All cleared. Denny Hamlin gets it over Eric Jones and Tyler Reddick. Christopher Bell goes up high, blocks the middle line as Tyler Reddick is left in the middle of the open into the Shark's Nest on the inside with Jace Fahey trying to push him. Christopher Bell goes to the inside up the track and he's going to keep it steady 3 wide as Denny Hamlin is going to have challenge from Eric Jones. Side by side, dead even entering turn number 1 and 2 for the race lead. Here comes Tyler Reddick to the inside. Ryan Blaney pushing Hamlin on the outside. Tandem drafting style racing from 2011 in play in the 2026 Lowe's Pummu Series Daytona 500. Denny Hamlin leads the top lane. Eric Jones on the middle, but there's Tyler Reddick on the inside getting pushed by Nass, Chevy, and Christopher Bell. Nass Chevy, of course, had that heartbreaker finish at the Clash yesterday night where he wrecked from the lead after leading every single lap on the final lap as Denny Hamlin pulls in front of his driver, not Eric Jones, but Tyler Reddick, as Eric Jones and Ryan Blaney left to prey on the middle and outside of the track as Christopher Bell pushing his Toyota teammates of Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin. Going to be coming to 4 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Here comes Tyler Reddick on his team owner looking for the race lead. Oh, swirly behind Eric Jones, and Tyler Reddick's gonna take the lead off turn 4, entering the tri-oval. Christopher Bell on the inside lane, pushing pressure on the 45 machine. Eric Jones, Christopher Bell moves up to the middle. Denny Hamlin left to rot on the outside, as it's all Christopher Bell from here. Jace Fahey still last place after having a high of 2nd place on lap 7. Tyler Reddick on the inside, 4 wide with Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney. Noah Gregson. Gregson gets turned. A huge crash. He almost saves it, and he doesn't. Carson Hocevar barrel rolling, and Noah Gregson also upside down. 3 cars upside down in the tri-oval. Huge crash, and that is the final straw for Jace Fahey. He is disqualified from his finishing position, finishing P last after wrecking Carson Hocevar and Noah Gregson off turn 4. And for the 2nd race in a row, Carson Hocevar is barrel rolling at Daytona. Huge crash, including Noah Gregson, after he was, I don't even know. It looked like Jace Fahey was going to save it until the last second where he drifted up, made contact of Carson Hocevar, and they both drifted up the track, making contact of Noah Gregson. Air got underneath Carson Hocevar's car, and a huge crash to make it overtime in the Daytona 500. Well, looks like we're ready to go green. 2 laps to go, overtime in the Daytona 500. Fastest lap is Jace Fahey. Surprise right there. Tyler Reddick 2nd. With Christopher Bell 3rd. But here we go. It's going to be 2 laps to go. Green flag is out. We are racing. Tyler Reddick gets the push from Ryan Blaney. He's going to have a monster start over Denny Hamlin. Hamlin left to right on the outside lane. Denny Hamlin trying to defeat the greatest driver in the real life NASCAR Cup Series, Tyler Reddick. But here comes Ryan Blaney putting the challenge to Tyler Reddick. Blocks the outside, getting pushed by Denny Hamlin. Carson Hocevar, after flipping earlier, has decided to sub in for another driver. Hocevar, I think they repaired his car. Carson Hocevar's car is repaired. Here they come down to the final lap. Nas Chevy gets the push from Eric Jones. Tyler Reddick takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank in the Daytona 500. Ryan Blaney putting the pressure on Tyler Reddick. Reddick goes up to the top to block Denny Hamlin. Hamlin tries not. He goes back to the middle. 3 wide for the race lead. Carson Hocevar trying to take it. Tyler Reddick on the outside, side by side, down the back straightaway, entering turn number 3 and 4. This is it. This is for all the marbles. This is for the win in the Daytona 500. 3 wide throughout the pack. That's what Ryan Blaney needs. Off turn 4. Can he hold them off? Yes, he does. Ryan Blaney wins the Daytona 500. Have you ever seen a more dominant run than what you just saw Ryan Blaney do in the closing stages of today's race? He went from basically dead last to first place in just about 5 laps. But here we are seeing our replay mode on the first wreck. Here's what happened. It looks like Jace Figgy pulls up, slows down. Oh, what was that? What was that? Oh my god! Oh my god! I did not see that. Holy crap. I guess Christopher Bell went upside down before the race even started. He should have been out of the race instead of Ryan Preece. But because of Jace Fahey, we couldn't eliminate him. But I guess there was 4 cars involved in that first wreck instead of 2. Alright, next replay at Daytona. I believe, yeah, this was the 3-car wreck with Carson no? Oh, what the heck? Oh, it was this crash. So here's an onboard with Michael McDowell. They make contact in front, come up top, contact. McDowell hard into the wall, nowhere to go. Jimmy Johnson and, was that Christopher Bell? Yeah, Jimmy Johnson and Christopher Bell contact. But, yeah. So Christopher Bell got to keep going. But Jimmy Johnson and Michael McDowell were eliminated after that crash. Oh, this was this crash. 4 wide with Jace Fahey on the inside. Slows down, gets the push from Bubba Wallace. Goes up high. It wasn't even Jace Fahey. I think Bubba Wallace just went up top. Here. That was all Bubba Wallace. He turned up, intentionally wrecks Nas, Chevy, and Carson Hocevar. But Bubba Wallace just, I don't even know what the hell just happened. Look at this. Turns dead right into Nas Chevy. He should get penalized for that. Well, we're listening to the decisions from the NASCAR booth on whether Bubba Wallace should be penalized for wrecking Nas Chevy. But Nass Chevy did nothing wrong there. And heartbreak after heartbreak for the number 24 machine. Hopefully he can get a better start with the third race in the season coming at, I believe, Atlanta or Phoenix. Or no, it was Atlanta. Atlanta's the next race. On board with John Nemechek. That was the wreck where he included Jace Fahey. I need to see another replay of that. Look at this. Was it a netcode error? Oh no, he just hit the wall too hard. Almost goes upside down. There's Jace Fahey flipping, barrel rolling. Oh my god, oh my god. I think it's deja vu from what Carson Hocevar had to go through in the clash yesterday night. Oh, that was an insane crash for Jace Fahey. Oof. And he just hits the conveyor. That's an insane crash. And the exact same happened. That was the exact same crash that happened to Carson Hocevar. He even hit the catch fence. He's an onboard from the top. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, he gets Newman like 5 times. That was crazy. Next crash that happened was with Denny Hamlin. Oh no, it was the... Oh no. It was the, Hocevar, Noah Gragson, Jace Fahey crash. So here we go. Jace Fahey's already breaking a rule, cutting the track. Boom! He gets loose, almost saves it into Carson Hocevar upside down. He saves it on all 4 wheels, but we can't say the same about Noah Gragson. And I believe Jace Fahey kept going after that. Here's another replay from Noah Gragson. Boom. Nowhere to go, just gets pinched in the middle. Boom. Fahey almost saves it, hits Gragson, Hocevar upside down. And Noah Gragson, nowhere to go, ends up upside down. He's on board with Jace Fahey to that crash. Down below the yellow line, already breaking a rule. Up the top, into Gragson. Goes up top, spins after hitting Noah Gragson, almost saves it. He does. He actually does save it. That's not good for his reputation. And then Tyler Reddick, heartbreak, gets, I believe, 3rd after leading the end of the race. On board with Tyler Reddick. Leads. There's Blaney. He has a run. But he had no help behind him. Blaney had the push from Denny Hamlin, and that's the only thing that got him the win. Could have been Carson Hocevar, but Carson Hocevar did not have any help either. Here's the race-winning push from Denny Hamlin's view. Sends it in front of Reddick. Which means that off of turn number 4, Ryan Blaney, after out of nowhere, comes off turn 4 to take the points lead and to win the Daytona 500. Reddick gets second, Hamlin gets third, Hocevar fourth, Bell fifth, and Eric Jones sixth. Unofficial. We will get official results pretty soon. But Carson Hocevar, after flipping 2 races in a row, comes back from dead last to dead fourth. Up next, presented by Lowe's, your home for all needs in your house, is going to be Ryan Blaney for Reddick, Hamlin, Hocevar, Bell, Eric Jones, and Nass Chevy off the screen finishes 7th, as other cars behind. Here's your other ones. Noah Gragson finishes 8th, John Nemechek 9th, Jimmy Johnson 10th, Ryan Preece 11th, Michael McDowell 12th, Martin Truex Jr. 13th, Bubba Wallace 14th, and finally Jace Fahey gets 3 points with 15th.